Hello, my name is Bruce. Welcome to my channel. I've been riding my KTM 390 adventure motorcycle for a few years. I started out with a Yamaha Tenere 700, but a little too big for me, so I downsized. So I've really only been riding for, 5 years maybe total. Before that, I rode for many years on the pavement with street cruisers. And for that type of riding, I normally wore a leather jacket, some blue jeans, and some boots. But when I got to the off-road adventure world, I realized I'm going to have to change my wear and get something more appropriate for off the pavement adventure riding. So at this point in time, I've accumulated 4 or 5 jackets that I use for adventure motorcycle riding. If you'd like to see what those jackets are, and I have pants for some of them as well, and why I have 4 and when do I use them, stick around for this video. I rode for many years wearing leather jackets like the one I've got here. And I really enjoyed the leather jackets. It kind of had that look of a motorcycle rider, especially if you're riding exclusively on the pavement. But it's a practical jacket too. It's warm, keeps the bugs off. It is a little bit water repellent, and it's comfortable, feels good, looks good. So it was the appropriate jacket to be riding a street cruiser. And you see leather jackets still all the time on motorcycle riders. Well, I've kept my jacket, and honestly, I still use it with my KTM 390 adventure motorcycle. If I'm just going to ride around town a few miles, for a half an hour or so, I will just put the jacket on with whatever I happen to be wearing. Of course, I'm wearing a helmet and gloves too. And that's the kind of protection that I wore for years. Now, I've never had a serious crash on the pavement until my crash in Mexico a couple years ago. But for many years, the jacket served fine. The leather, it's resistant against road rash. And I've dropped the bike a couple times and fallen over. And the leather jacket has always helped me well. Now, it's not that practical for doing a lot of off-road riding or for riding for many days, but it's still useful for me, and I'm keeping a leather jacket in my stable of multi-jackets. It's got a nice insulation in the inside. There's pockets in the inside and the outside, and it's a little bit old and worn, but it's probably going to outlast a lot of my other motorcycle jackets that I have. I've owned a few motorcycle jackets, leather jackets, and you can get a nice leather motorcycle jacket for less than $200. So my expectation was, when I started to look at synthetic adventure motorcycle gear, the expectation was the cost was going to be just a few $100s. Well, I was in sticker shock when I went to look at a lot of the name brands that jackets are, $700 to $1,000, and pants are $600 to $800, and sometimes without any protective padding in it. And that seemed just extraordinarily expensive compared to what I was used to. So I didn't want to jump right in and spend that kind of money without knowing too much about the gear and why I'd have one brand or one type versus the other. So I looked for something inexpensive, and on Amazon I came across HWK, otherwise pronounced Hawk. And they sell a motorcycle jacket like I'm wearing now and matching pants. Three colors of jackets, I believe. They have the kind of the mix, the white, which is what I've got here. They've got one that's all black, and I believe they may have one that has a reflective yellow on it too. But the thing that I really liked about this, and why some of you may also own Hawk, is that they are so much less expensive than any other brand out there, and they're decently made too. So this jacket now sells for about $90. I think when I bought it a few years ago, it was about $60. It's the company Hawk is based in Austin, Texas, an American company, but like a lot of things, the clothing itself is made in Pakistan. So what's the quality like? It's actually, you know, I've got other jackets, Klim jackets, and the quality here is almost up to par. I mean, they're using similar types of material when they build this jacket as you see on expensive jackets. So it's not like the fabric is super cheap. A lot of it's the same. And the stitching's all good. The design's a little bit different, I think, but it is suitable for anybody that wants to get into adventure riding and get a jacket that's functional and not that expensive. Another reason I really like this jacket and the pants is I can wear them all year long. So this is kind of like my fall, spring, winter riding jacket. It's insulated in the inside with a nice a removable liner, and it is water resistant as well. The pants come with a removable water resistant liner as well. There's a lot of pockets on the inside and the outside. There's Velcro straps to tighten it up on the arms and on the wrist. It's a comfortable jacket, and it comes with CE rated padding. So there's padding on the shoulders, elbows, and on the back too. And that's included in the price. A lot of other manufacturers, that's an extra item that you have to buy. So if you're looking at getting into adventure motorcycle riding and don't want to go out and spend a ton of money, this is a good place to start. And I think you'll find that it's actually functional. I mean, even as an experienced rider, I still wear this quite often. It's not as pretty looking. I think they could do a little bit better on the design of it. But from a functionality standpoint, you know, it's up there. It's not what you think for $90 you'd be getting a piece of junk. You're actually getting pretty good quality and functional adventure motorcycle gear. So thumbs up to Hawk for keeping the price low and keeping entry-level riders an option to get into the game without dropping three or four figures just to get a jacket. So I used the Hawk jacket and pants for a couple of years, but in the summer it's a little bit heavy. Even when I take the liners out, I still don't get quite the airflow that I wanted. So I was looking around for a summer weight jacket, and I happened to see this Klim Induction. It's an older model, was on sale. And I wanted to try out Klim too to see if it's superior manufacturing from Hawk. They have a larger variety of jackets and pants. Hawk just has the one that they sell, just the one model. So I decided to go ahead and buy this jacket. It was around $300 to $350, and I got it, and it's fairly comfortable. I'd say, you know, jacket. It's entirely mesh, so it's very lightweight. Mesh on the arms, mesh in the front, mesh in the back, reflection, and it's resistant to abrasion. So even though it is mesh, if I should go down on the pavement or in the dirt, it should provide some level of protection. Nice thing about it, most Klim jackets don't come with CE level protection, and this came with shoulder, back, and elbow protection in the same price. I didn't have to buy that optionally. Is the quality a lot better than the Hawk? I'd say it's a little bit better, but not a lot better. I mean, it's using the same materials. Maybe the stitching's a little bit better. Maybe the design and the looks are a little superior from the Hawk. But I still think Hawk is a good choice if you don't want to spend the kind of money to get maybe just a little bit better. So I do wear this in the summer. I will have to wear, like I said, a fleece underneath it a lot of times if it's chilly out. And it served me well. I wear them along with the Hawk pants, and they sort of go together because they're kind of gray, silver gray in color. But it didn't suit me for all my travels and trips. This is fine for if you know the weather is going to be nice out and it's always going to be hot. So like on a day ride, this is fine. But I wanted something for summer that I could ride for multiple days other than the Hawk outfit that I had. So I went back and bought another jacket. Well, I knew the Klim brand because I had the induction jacket, and I see Klim out there quite a bit too. Klim also has a fairly large variety of jackets and pants that you can buy for adventure motorcycle riding. Like I said, unlike the Hawk brand, they just have the one, and that's it. So I looked at Klim to see if they had a jacket and pant combo that would be within, you know, my suitable, acceptable price range, let's say, and that would also serve the needs of the style that I ride, where I ride, and the season that I ride. And so I decided to go ahead and purchase a Klim jacket and pants. And the jacket and pant model that I have is the Dakar model. Now, this suits me pretty well because it's very lightweight. It's one of their lightest weight jacket and pants models, meant to be what they call light touring. So it's more of a dual sport daytime riding jacket and pants. However, I don't think that's entirely true. I mean, it is very, very lightweight. You know, when I got this jacket, it came in a small package, almost like an envelope. They had stuffed it down so small. There's not a lot of padding or extras on this jacket. But I can wear layers underneath the jacket. If the weather's cold out, I'll wear some layers of fleece. And I can ride with this jacket and pants because I'll wear some undergarments under the pants as well. And I can ride when the temperature's in the 40s and still be comfortable. Now, it's not water repellent, really. It's water resistant. I did ride it in the rain, and it worked okay as long as it wasn't a downpour. It's very comfortable, though. It is a very comfortable jacket and pant to ride. I think it has just a better fit for me. The Hawk fits fairly well, too, but it's kind of a heavier, bulkier jacket. This is definitely more of a spring, summer, fall jacket and pant. Hawk, like I said, I look at that more as a cold weather, bad weather pant and jacket. The Dakar series is a lot cheaper than a lot of their other adventure motorcycle jackets and pants. And because, like I said, I'm using this for multi-day rides in pretty good weather. If I was traveling around the world and going up to high altitudes and such, this would probably be not appropriate. That's why they call it light adventure. But I think it's a little bit more than that because, like I said, you can layer it on. You can layer up, and so that helps a lot. The price was probably the least expensive of almost anything that Klim sells. So the jacket's about $299, and the pants I think were about $250. So that's fairly reasonable. The downside is the jackets and the pants don't come with any protection at all. So if you want protection for shoulders, elbows, back, knees, hip, and so forth, you've got to buy that separately. They have pockets that you can use to put the protection in, but they don't provide you that. So that's a higher additional cost. Now, I travel, when I ride, I like to have that extra CE protection. So what I did is I went out and bought a vest. as opposed to buying the individual pieces of protection. I have a vest that has all that sewn in. And the reason that I did that is a couple of reasons. One, it was more reasonable cost to just buy this vest with all the protection in it. And it's also the plastics in it stay put. If you have it in a pocket, they tend to move around, especially in a crash. So I think having the vest underneath on me fairly tight keeps the protection from shifting. It also allows me to, if I don't want to wear this jacket, if it's really hot out or I'm just going on an easy ride, I can wear the inner protection jacket and then just slip over a jersey and just ride that way. And so that almost becomes my fifth jacket, is the jersey. So this is the Alpenstar's Bionic Action jacket. It's a vest. I guess you call it a jacket too, because it does have arms. And I ended up, usually I wear a size large, but I had to buy an extra large on this, which is still tight. So if you are looking for this model, just keep in mind that they're cut, I guess, a little bit small. Like a lot of the clothing, this is made in China. The Klim jacket that I just showed you, that was made, I believe, in Bangladesh. So all these maybe American companies, but they're all made overseas. But this is a very good, quality. I like, as I said before, that it doesn't move around. It fits fairly tight. It's got a nice protection on the chest, elbows, the shoulders, and the back. And it's heavier protection than you'd get if you'd just buy the protection pieces separate and slip them inside the sleeves. So this is, I think, for me anyhow, my opinion, this is the ideal way to go. So I can wear the jacket, the car jacket, which has no protection internally. I can wear it over this, and I can also, on a real hot day, just wear this jacket with a jersey, and I still have lots of the protection should I go down in the dirt. So I think this was a good buy. I'll post the price right here because I don't remember what I paid for it. But with this jacket, my Dakar jacket, I've got the induction jacket, and then I've got the Hawk jacket, and I've got my leather jacket. So that's like probably about 5 right there. Hopefully that meets my needs. I think that it will. The one I'm going to mostly wear will probably be the Klim jacket, the Dakar jacket, and the pants. They fit me well. They're very comfortable. I can wear them with this protected jacket underneath. And I think they'd be really good for 3-season riding. The only way I would probably get another jacket to add to the list is if I was really going on a long trip down to South America or somewhere where the weather is going to be changing constantly and you really want a waterproof, warm outfit. Well, the weather in the areas that I ride just get occasional rain, so I'm not have a great need to get a bad weather jacket, more so than what I already have. Well, that's my tale of 4 jackets, or perhaps it's 5 if you include the jersey. I'm glad that I went through the progression of jackets when I started to get into adventure motorcycle riding, and I didn't just go right out and spend $1,000 right off the bat. I think buying the inexpensive jacket and figuring out how I ride and what my needs are for the jacket and pants as far as fit, protection, feel, color, and look, I think that worked out well for me. As I mentioned, my main jacket's probably going to continue to be the Dakar jacket and pant, but I'll wear all the jackets I have in my stable, though. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and think about subscribing. Leave any comments you have. If you've owned any of these jackets, I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions on them as well. And I will see you next time on one of my senior moments.